Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jay Cross, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do these origami ninja stars. What you need for this craft are two pieces of paper. The dimensions for these pieces of paper are 6 inches by 6 inches, and if you don't have origami paper, then you can also use notebook paper, which works just as well, and you would have to cut it the same, 6 inches by 6 inches. And I wouldn't use printer paper unless it's extremely thin, or construction paper, because I have tried that and it does not work really at all. And I would highly suggest using notebook paper if you don't have origami paper. But nonetheless, let's get started. So, to start, we're going to take one of these pieces of paper and put one of them off to the side. And you are going to fold the first piece of paper in half. Try to make it as clean as possible. If you need to take your time, because it will pay off in the end if you take your time on creasing them. So now that you've folded the first piece in half, you're going to fold these two flaps into the center, like this, and kind of leave a little bit of space, because if you do it right on that crease, then it will pile up when you fold it, and it's not going to look that great. So I'll leave about a few milliliters of space, just like that, and try to line it up as neatly as you can so it'll look the best in the end. So now that you've done that, you're going to fold this piece of paper in half, like this. What you're going to do now is you're going to take these edges that are apart, and you're going to fold it up. Try to make it as neat as possible, just like that. And then you're going to turn it around, and you're going to fold the other edge, the one that's melded together, and you're going to fold it the other way, like so. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take this end and you're going to fold it like this. And what I do is I fold it over and I kind of leave a little bit of space, kind of like this, so you will get the best results in the end. And I've noticed this helps a lot, so kind of do it like that. Turn it over, and sometimes it'll get a little bubbly, so you might have to kind of adjust it to where it's smooth. And then you're going to do the exact same thing. Again, making sure there's space between everything. If your folds kind of touch like this, what you can always do is you can unfold it like this, and you can kind of make it look like this. It doesn't need to be super sharp, and you'll see why in the end. This part that won't show, so it can be really fat like that if you need it to be, because what you do need is you do need this space in between them, because it'll make it look much nicer in the end. So that is your first piece, and you're just going to put this off to the side. And then with your other piece, you're going to fold it in half like you did the first one, trying to make sure it's as neat as possible, just like that. And you're going to open it up, and you're going to fold the ends in just like you did the last time. And again, leaving those few little milliliters of space in between the edge of the paper and the crease, so it'll look nicer when you fold it. Taking your time, making sure all the edges are nice and clean. Like this, you're going to fold it in half just like the first time. And now that you have your piece folded, what you're going to do is you're going to bend the part with two ends, the separated part, up, and make sure you have the separated part towards you. You're going to bend this part up like this, like that, and then you're going to do the complete opposite on the other side, putting the bended piece in, just like that. And this part can get a little bit tricky, because as you can see, if I unfold this one, it's the complete opposite. And as you can see, we folded this part up, but on this one we folded it down. And we did the exact same on the other side. We folded this part down and this part up. So you need to make sure that they are complete opposites of each other, or else this will not work. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it up, and where this little tip is, I always remind myself, because where these little tips are, where it's kind of connected, you're going to fold it towards that, making sure that there's space, but not too much space to where it just looks weird. But making sure that there's not too much space, and you're just going to keep folding it again. Again, there's might be bubbles, so just kind of make sure that you do that, and make sure that you flatten those out if you want to, and making sure there's space just like that in between them. And as you can see here, mine kind of overlaps, so I'm just going to undo that real quick and kind of fold it to where there's space. And again, you don't need to make sure this end is really pointy, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that there's space between this, or else it won't look very good in the end. So, now that you have your two pieces back together, now we can begin putting the star together. So, the first step you're going to want to take is you're going to want to put one piece down, like this. And then you're going to want to put the other piece, this part, on top of it like that. And then you're going to take one of these flaps and you're going to fold it in, just like this. And as you can see, this is why you want to leave these spaces so it doesn't overlap. You're just going to want to fold it on top of it, and you're going to tuck it in to this, just like that. And then you're going to take the other flap and you're going to fold it just like you did the other one. Oops, just like that. You're going to fold it. And this is why those spaces mattered, so it doesn't overlap. You're going to fold it, and then you're going to tuck that end into the other flap, just like that. You might have to adjust it, kind of pull it up and down a little bit, which is what I have to do. So I'm just going to kind of flatten it out, and that's one part of it done. So then you're just going to flip it over. And you don't want this overlapping this edge. You want this edge to be showing, so you might want to have to pull it down a little. Oops. You might want to pull it down a little so that this isn't overlapping this edge right here. So now you're just going to do the same exact thing like you did on the other side. You're going to fold it over just like this. You're going to tuck this in to here. And as you can see, this is why this edge doesn't matter, because it's going to be tucked inside of this, just like so. And as you can see, this little edge is popping through. If you don't like how that looks, you can just kind of pull it up a little bit and it doesn't really show anymore. And then you're going to take the other edge and do the exact same thing. And tuck it inside. This last bit might be a little bit difficult, but if you just kind of mess around with it, you can complete it. So there you go. This is your finished ninja star. So there you go. I hope this video was helpful to you. I tried to make it as clear as possible. But nonetheless, I thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so whenever I come out with a new video, you guys will know. See you guys next time. Bye!